Oh god, I gotta turn the light on too.
Such an uncomfortable way to play. Standing all the time?
Well, no, I don't mind standing, but I was sitting this whole time. Where I stand like it's normal, you know? It's just...
I on a bracket on the wall.
Yeah.
It was such a small TV, I couldn't see shit. I had to stand up and get right in front of the fucking TV.
That's kind of the way I feel right now, because my TV's on the wall, but my camera for the PlayStation is on top of the TV. So if I sit down on my chair, I shrink like half the fucking screen. So if I stand, I stick out a little bit more.
There, like that together.
Plus, it's a little bit more comfortable because I'm close enough to the screen now. This shit fucking starts to hurt after. Slow down time.
No. There you go.
This feels good. The first fucking set of people I run into is like a... Oh, shit! Ugh. The freaking aiming is off.
Gumbo.
So
I checked the Xfinity website, dude. It says that I owe $127.
What? For what?
Wait, have you paid the 160 already or no?
No.
What the fuck?
I'm literally looking at my fucking like.
What if it hasn't just taken it out yet?
Dude, okay, so a couple of days ago, Lewis, my account was disconnected. My internet.
In your room?
Yes. Remember, we were supposed to play that day, and we didn't because I woke up and I had no internet the entirety of the day.
That's torture, dude. You're like back in the 80s again.
So
early 90s.
had no internet or whatever, and I called. They deliver?
It's DiGiorno.
Hold on, wait, well, let me check everything. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so the entirety of the day, right? So my shit was disconnected. I was supposed to get up and also play with Gumbo that day too. Where like I saw him the day before. Oh yeah, man, I'll see you on Monster Hunter tomorrow or whatever it was that we were gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah, cards, right? Yeah, so I couldn't get on. He ended up coming over. We hung out. We watched the fucking crazy fucking movie, and
Dude, I still think about that movie.
huh? You know what movie we watched that day?
Creepy.
It's definitely creepy, yes, but it's
more like sinister and cynical.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, it's a very sinister Brokeback Mountain. No, it's a very
It was so
sinister.
intense, that story.
Dude,
It was so
the way
brave.
that he penetrated his asshole was like.
I mean, I felt for him, you know.
It was it's a very disturbing film, and it got banned in a few states. So the only way
I
to
can
watch the
imagine.
film. Yeah,
Oh
it's not
the one you're watching, not okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it got banned in a few states. So I'm saying like the one that like that's not even something that you're it built a big controversy. So I ended up showing Gumbo the movie because we were waiting, wanted to watch a movie, we were chilling, smoking, hanging out. So I put on the movie, and I'm pretty sure he's never seen. It's definitely the most I'll tell you is that it's like a Psycho, like American Psycho kind of film.
Okay.
Falls into that thing, someone's mind deteriorating, becoming a crazy person. Yeah. So I was showing Gumbo the movie, and yeah, when I first started watching it, I didn't think it was gonna be as bad as it was. But when I watched it, it was pretty fucking bad. And then I read that it had.
What do you mean by bad? Like it sucked?
No, like bad, like it was bad in the sense like it had a lot of things that a lot of
heavy
people
subjects.
a lot of heavy subjects. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Yeah, it's a lot of sensitive things in it, and you know, it built a big controversy to the point that like it only had like a uncut movie release of 2 days in two special movie theaters, then got removed from the movie theaters and got a theoretical release or theatrical release, and uh yeah, like after that release it censored out a lot of the things that were in the movie, and kind of just took from the movie and the real meaning that it was trying to instill, despite the fact that it still instilled like everything appropriately, the censored version.
Yeah.
But when you watch the uncensored version, you're kind of like, damn, like you can see why they definitely removed those scenes. And the only way too
Why the fuck
is that
would
you
somebody
have
even
to
wanna
buy
shoot
the
those
movie.
scenes then?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you have to buy the movie to see it. That you can't even get online and be like,
What's it
oh,
called?
the house that Jack built.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's definitely a psychological thriller, suspense, and it.
I
guess
wouldn't even call it
horror.
a thriller because it, like you know what's gonna
No.
happen when it's coming, but
Yeah.
you don't know the extent of the
Of how
damage
far,
that's going to be.
yeah, of how far it'll go, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't think Gumbo's ever seen a movie like that.
Hell
You know,
no.
that really shows
That
fucked up films.
that
so
movie crossed a lot of lines.
Before I told him to watch it, I dude, this is a really fucked up movie. I thought I was like, before it's a super fucked up film, and it is really fucked up. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, meaning the like everything that it was like. The movie is a brilliant film. It's a brilliant movie. It's just that, do you got it in you to watch something like this? You know, and not many
Right.
people do. Like, but you can see where the guy was going with it. Like, he was just. You're in the shoes of a psychopath, and you're seeing everything from his perspective.
Well,
And it has a really good twist at the end, you know. But like, I don't want to tell you that because if you do plan on watching it, if you and Stephanie actually like watching these kinds of films, then you should watch it. But you know, I can ask you this too. Have you seen the movie Logan, Lewis?
Logan, yeah, the X-Men one, yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
That one was good, dude. With the little girl that was his daughter,
I
or
haven't
used
seen
oh.
it.
Well, I mean, that's
get,
the whole part.
get
of
out
it.
of this party! Get out of here!
haven't seen it.
Get out of this! You are. I'm so done with you.
That's crazy,
Nah,
dude.
Oh my
I
God.
expected
like-
to know from
that's-
Lewis, but from you,
What?
no, dude.
Bitch! Dude, that's freaking. Of course I'd watch that. Man, it's
Okay,
like, it's
but
dark
you know
as
what?
shit.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one reason and one reason only why I haven't seen that movie
If
and
you
why I
say
haven't seen
if you
Spider-Man Far
say
From Home.
the she demon's name, dude, I will.
No, it has nothing to do with that. The
She
only
demon.
reason,
wanna know about that.
reason why I have yet to watch those movies is because I have been waiting to watch them with. Been our thing, and you know it. I've always
All
waited
right,
to watch those movies.
we'll watch Logan tomorrow. We're gonna watch Logan tomorrow. That's I
Dude,
can't believe
he's
that.
gonna love that one, man.
That is so stupid. I was like, I can't
Dude,
even. I can't
Wolverine
even.
is one of my all-time favorite.
Dude,
superheroes.
this is literally.
This
his
is like
best
off
act.
the record Wolverine. This is
Dude,
this is
100%.
this is like if Wolverine was the spandex
let's
guy.
just let it go.
like, this
Let it
is
go.
like-
Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. I'm gonna I'll snap your reactions tomorrow, Lewis, when he's watching. I can't believe you, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, haven't seen it.
Well,
And I've
definitely-
heard from so many people and so many sources that that's the best Wolverine movie that has ever
The
come.
best.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
don't
the
go in with
only-
the huge expectations, because then that's what makes something suck at the end. But
No.
But you're gonna see things you're not expecting.
He's seen some Wolverine movies that he's like, go in with full expectations, with the fullest, as full as you can go, the highest. Because it is truly, it is a masterpiece. Like put it this way, they told Hugh Jackman that he could go full Wolverine, like dude, be Logan, be who he is, like realistic, and that's the best thing. Wait till tomorrow, Dumbo. What time do you get out of work?
I don't remember. I told you I had the week
Oh,
off.
you're off for the rest of the week, dude. Woo! Well, man, I mean, tomorrow early, we'll hang out, watch Logan. You wanna watch some Logan?
No, I want to watch that movie. That's not even a
happened?
question.
Yeah.
What happened? I thought you dropped something, baby.
Oh no, it was a chocolate.
Alright, so déjame ver the China thing. Oh, before we go there, let me do this. Let me do the Comcast first. Let me pay Comcast off first.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell us about Comcast. We started talking about some other stuff.
So basically, I called the other day and my internet got disconnected. When I called and had asked them what happened with my internet, they said that we had an outstanding bill of $400 and something. $400 and something to
How
pay.
the hell can that?
Dude, because my parents like they said that they were paying the bills, and they said that for some reason it wasn't showing on the bill. Like they did pay a good majority of it.
Like how the hell does it keep adding up? Dude, if I didn't pay my fucking bill,
when Santa moved here, bro, he was supposed to pay $500 a month for his time being here. He had been here for 7 months, 6 or 7 months, bro. He was supposed to. It could have been a year because of the fact that they were planning for it.
He tried.
And he tried, and I shut that shit down. I shut that shit the fuck down, dude. Like my mom, my mom was even gonna say, oh, like I want to be there during the time of the baby's birth. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you don't want to be there.
Yeah, if you're there, Mom, I promise you, you're coming back with that baby. And
yeah, I was like, I told her, you don't want that. You don't want that egg to crack here in this house because it's gonna be a fucking mess. Like they can barely do anything. So
it's like, you serious? But that is a funny like dad joke or something. Yeah. I'm not trying to crack an egg in this house.
so I told her, and somehow, like truthfully, dude, I actually got to my mom, and my mom normally would have been like, yo, like no, like she wouldn't want to hear it because she's, you know, so she'll tell me like she doesn't want to talk about that stuff right now, like she'll try to dismiss me. But when I went to the room and I spoke to her about it, dude, she actually took my advice and she's like, okay, like if you need to make the letter, make the letter. I'm so tired, Jambi, I just don't know what to do. I said, Mom, let me take care of it. Just let me take care of it. I did. I fucking shut that shit the fuck down, nigga. I made that fucking letter.
Crazy.
I made that letter and everything. And excuse if you're streaming because I know I just dropped.
Oh no, I don't care. No, what? Oh,
I know.
I didn't even catch that shit.
But yeah, but you know what I mean. Like that's also not like I don't want to be viewed as that guy. Like I'm not that guy. But like that's just I'm trying to get that out of my system, as just it being part of my freaking dialogue or vocabulary.
But anyways,
yeah,
what?
You know, yeah, they get me feeling a certain way. Even when I speak about them in a subject, it puts me in a bad funk. So, yeah, like dude, them being here was a bad omen, and it costed me to lose my job. It costed my parents to have to pull out a loan. It costed a lot, and then they fell behind with the bills that they were supposed to pay, which was their portion. He came to me, my brother gave me my brother. I just want to pay $500 a month to Mom. I'd rather pay it to Mom than to some random stranger guy and be around people I trust. Like as long as you and Randy are okay with it, and me and Randy looked at each other, we talked. As long as you're paying the $500 a month and you're not here with that shit that you would do before, dude, then you're fine. You're okay. We can see it happen. All right. So we agreed upon it. Every month, it was always some sort of complaint, some sort of coming up short, some sort of he's got to send this, some sort of the fact that and then when the stimulus check came up, yeah, and then when the stimulus check came up, bro, they tried to lie to my parents and tell my parents that they didn't get the stimulus check, and then like the $2,400 my brother, yeah, so the $2,400 my brother came up because of the fact that his wife.
It's actually more because they had a kid.
Yeah, they had a kid, so it was 2,900. Yeah, it was 2,900. So when they got that, everyone chipped in. Wanda gave money, I gave money, me and Wanda together gave my parents like $800, 700 something, and yeah, and extra money, and then Randy chipped in his 200, and then when it came down to my brother, bro, they were playing stupid.
Banked, dude. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Well, the thing is because my parents didn't get a stimulus check, so we were.
Why didn't they get one?
Because they weren't because my brother used our house as a place of address, so the government was looking at our house and saying, oh well, Santo, his wife are getting a stimulus check, his son they're getting 2,900, then the 3 children that are there or their kids, the 2 sons and the son's girlfriend. Why does the parents need it? So they didn't give my parents no money, and my parents stayed without money. So
okay, anyways.
Because my parents also received the Social Security, dude. They are disabled. They're not handicapped, but they're disabled. So, my parents didn't get no money, right? So when it came to, everyone was chipping in and all happy because we all got our money and everyone was okay. Comes to them, my parents had to wait 3 days. 3 days, excuses. Then my dad, my mom were like, you know what? Fuck this shit. They went into their accounts because they don't know how to do a goddamn thing. My parents are the ones that made their bank account for them. So my parents decided to take a gander, and when they took a gander, what was in the bank account? About $3,000 because including his paycheck. So my dad goes to him and tells him, look man, you got your stimulus check. He's like, no I didn't, man. No I didn't. My dad's like, you got $3,000 in your bank account. That's not part of the stimulus. That's not part of it. He was trying to lie to my dad.
Yeah,
my dad
looks
at me,
dude, it
my
says
dad's
it
like,
right fucking here, like
money.
federal fucking. It labels
so
what
my
it
dad,
is.
So my dad's looking at him and he's like, dude, so are you just telling me that you got $3,000 because you worked at Winn-Dixie? And
we haven't got 500.
So when my dad questioned him and asked him that, my brother's response was like, man, you want to take the fucking money? Then take the fucking money then. That was what he told my dad. And my dad's like, I don't want $1,000 just because you're living here. That's not how this works. And shit, he shut him the fuck up. And then my dad went to the room, you know, and then he's like, you know, man, just keep your fucking shit. And dude, it was a big dispute. Then my brother felt he got a problem. He was like, it's my money. Why do I have to give her? Why does it got to be 200 me and 200 Dariana? Why I should be able to give? No, he was like, oh, it's my money. I should be able to give them what I feel like I should give them. While everyone was chipping in with no complaints. This motherfucker living here for 5 months and thinks he's entitled. So,
yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? And everyone got fucking pissed about that. His little greedy, stupid ass lying about every fucking thing. His nasty ass, fat fucking wife neglecting her child.
I never got to see her. I wanted to see what she looked like.
Dude, because like she's just a fucking like pig, dude. Think of Miss Piggy from the Muppets. That's what she looks like, bro.
Miss Piggy.
Yeah, like.
Damn,
she's just
man.
a fucking. She has this face like when you talk to her, like she's dumb as fuck. Like words don't get to her. She's looking at you like you need to speak to her slowly.
But you can't. Like, you know, it's
Dude,
one of those like.
Like she has a face that you want to punch. She has a face that you want to punch.
Look like a bitch.
Like the guy from Step Brothers. It's like, you know, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right into that fucking suck hole. I just want right into your face, you know. But yeah, dude, and like my brother's a hypocrite, a liar, and then he came in here and like tried to talk to my mom because I'm telling my mom, well, the reason why she's so like doesn't talk to anybody very much in the house is because she had an abusive past. But in the first week that she moved here, she told everybody in the house that he was slapping her and abusing her physically. So he
hitting her. But I mean,
so
even
like,
nobody knows it unless you saw it.
Exactly. Nobody. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them, and they like to fabricate and make up a lot of shit in between both. So eventually, like, you know, I'm pretty sure they were forced to pay because they had stayed without making their payments, but that was like a one-time payment that they made over the 5 months that they had already been here, overexerting their time here, and not only that, but the energy and the everything that they had. They had the fan, they had a fucking phone connected 24/7 because the batteries to both their phones were fucking bugged out. So the only way to keep the phone on and charging on all the time was to keep it charging 24/7, along with the PlayStation.
Having your phone on the charger 24/7 is the reason why their phones get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, stupid. They're stupid. So like, you know, so him on the PS4 all the time, and like, you know, the kid wandering around the house because he doesn't spend like enough time with the kid. Instead, he plays a little bit with him and then gets into his phone and does his own phone thing while she's doing her own phone thing.
Yeah, and that kid's a kid 24 hours a day. It's not, you know, you don't just get 15 a minute with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that kid's a kid trying to be a kid all day.
Dude, one day he came out. He was like, he was asking me. He's telling me that he wanted to play because Carlos had just gotten home, and he, you know, he loves me, Wanda, Carlos, and Randy because we're fun with him. So, he goes to Randy's room. The moment Carlos gets here and he hears it, he opens the door, runs onto the hallway, makes himself present to everybody, and then thinks that someone's gonna, you know, take him into one of the rooms, and he just automatically assumes this. Either that, or his dad just tells him go out there and see if someone will, you know, and he hypes him up, and then he comes out automatically thinking that he has to be in somebody's room, and then when everyone's like, no, like, you gotta go back to the room, he gets to his face where he starts to cry. So he went into Randy's room, and the moment Carlos walks through the threshold of the door to see Randy after not seeing him for a week, he goes into the room because they both work, so he goes into the room and see Randy and spend his time with Randy. He stays like two days here. So he goes into the room and Randy has the chess table set up with 2 wine glasses, music playing.
And you're talking about Randy's boyfriend?
Yeah, Randy had the room set up so that him and his boyfriend could play chess and drink wine and talk about what they were going. You know, they're weak. So while they're there, all you hear is, "I want to play Mario! I want to play games!" You know, and like he's saying all of this and he's like screaming out loud. And like Randy's like, dude, like can you? And he's no, like super like fucking childish and bratty. And it's like, dude, do your parents not teach you like proper
do your parents
etiquette?
not even fucking hear you right now and should be coming out of the fucking room?
Yeah,
to get him?
and like, so I go in, so I'm hearing this, and I'm like, I'm already having a bad day, and I walk out the room, and I look at him, and I'm like, come on, let's go. And he runs out of the room, and runs straight to the kitchen, and I walk to the kitchen and look at him, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I want to play games. And he starts crying. I was like, what's wrong, man? Like, what do you, like, I want to play Mario, but Tio Carlos says that he doesn't have Mario, that he left Mario in the house. Like, so how do you expect to play Mario if Mario's not here right now? He's like, humans fall flat or whatever. He's like, I like to play games with you and Tio Randy and Tio Carlos, and like, he was just basically saying he just doesn't.
And you can't even get mad at him because
I'm looking
he's saying he loves hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, so I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'm just telling him, you can't just, I said, did Theo Randy say you can play games today? He said, no. I said, then you can't do that. You gotta wait, you know? And that's what I told him, just wait. Like, I don't have Mario, but I have, you know, I'll see what I can do. So I took him to the room, I calmed him down. And I was like, he was just like, I want to play games. And like, you know, my dad doesn't want to play games. And I was like, well, where's your dad? He's in the room. On the phone or whatever he said to me, and as he's telling me this, I look up and I can see through the crack of the door that all this motherfucker is doing is sitting on his son's little car bed on the phone, dude. And like, okay, so you're not gonna play games with your son, but now you're gonna sit your fucking adult ass in his little 5-foot bed. Yeah, like, are you serious? Like, his tiny ass little car bed? You're gonna really? Because he's too fucking, you know, lazy or whatever the fuck.
Poor kid was he's just lonely. He just wanted to play with somebody.
And he likes, you guys made him feel happy, so he wanted to be there. But it's, I know it doesn't stop though, you know, they don't stop.
You know, yeah, and I told him I don't have Mario, but I said, let's see what we can do. So I went into the room, I downloaded Sonic, I downloaded the Lego Worlds game, and then I was like, you know, like, we'll play something, but you gotta give me a little bit, and you gotta be a big boy. Yeah. So and then he was you know, he became happy about it and he was content. But prior to that moment, like, I was sitting there talking to him in the kitchen, he dropped like he had a little slime in his hands, you know, like little slime stuff.
Dude, that slime is bullshit.
Yeah, but he had it in his hands and he drops it on the floor and he says fuck, but he says it underneath his breath, and he's a 5-year-old kid and he said it, and like you know, so he didn't say fuck, he just said fuck like that. Like, you know, because he doesn't know how to pronounce the word entirely. So I looked at him and I said, what did you say? He said, no, just the slime fell on the floor. I was like, what did you say? And I looked at him and I was like, I know what you said. Why did you say it? And he started crying again. I want to know what you said and why you said it. And where did you get that from? And he's like, Dad says it all the time when he's mad. Or mad, he said when he's mad, or when he's mad at me, he says it all the time. And I looked at him and I was like,
and it sucks, bro. Kids soak everything up. You know,
and I'm looking at this guy,
it's a kid, whatever, fine, fuck.
Dude, and while he's saying this to me, I'm like, I can see it. I'm staring into the room, watching this piece of shit laying on his bed. And I'm like, you are just the manifestation of garbage, bro.
Yeah, the manifestation. I
like,
love it. That's a good one.
So like, dude, I was so bothered by it, and I was like, you know,
fuck yeah, man.
That's when I told him, you know what, come to the room. We played for about 2 or 3 hours. We were playing, and I saved the last video I played with him before he left the next day, and I was crying for like 20 minutes a day after because I don't know what it felt. I never knew what it felt like to be an uncle, and you know, that was the first real experience I ever had of being like an uncle. And,
24/7 one.
Yeah, 24/7 one, exactly. You know, and like I went to sleep that night thinking that the next morning I was gonna wake up, he was going to be gone, and instead I was woken up like a few hours after because I went to bed a little late, and Yeah, he woke me up and he knocks. My dad knocks on the door and he's like, "Caleb wants to say bye to you," and I wasn't ready for it. And then when he came and hugged me, he was like crying and shit. And then I, you know, like I looked at him and I was like, before that, the night before when I heard him say "fuck," I like explained to him. He's like, you know, I told him you don't have to be like your dad. So you can be like Caleb. So be Caleb. Be the superhero. Be the big boy. Be the kid who doesn't have to say those things. You don't have to say those things when you're mad. You don't need to say those things.
But
you can
it's
be
fun when you do.
Yeah, you know, when he's older, of course, you know.
No,
but like, yeah, but like, you know, like I told him, like you really don't. Like you can be the better Caleb. You can be the superhero boy. Like you don't have to be that guy. Don't say this. And then, dude, and then like, and then when he came into the room and I told him to give me 10 minutes, you know, to just go into the room, he looks at me. He's like, he was gonna cry, and I told him, don't cry, there's nothing to cry about, we're gonna play in a little bit. He's like, yeah, but like you always cleaning your room before we play games, and then it gets really late sometimes and I can't play at some, but like you see my room, it's always clean, right? And what did you tell me the other day? That your room is always dirty, right? And he's like, yeah, my room is always dirty because they don't fucking clean. I told him, they don't clean, and I clean my room. You see how my room is always clean, so we can always play games. It's not that I don't want to play, it's just sometimes it does get late. I told him, but don't worry, we're gonna play now. You know, you don't have to cry. And he looks at me, he's like, I can pretend not to cry so my dad doesn't get mad at me. I was like, what do you fucking mean? So you not? So yes, exactly, dude. So his dad is instilling that thought, that kind of way of life into him, that crying is for weaklings, and that, you know, because his dad doesn't like to deal with him when he's emotional. Whenever he's crying, he gets really fucking mad. He gets aggressive. Oh yeah, in front of me, he tries to play it off. So because I'll slap the shit out of him, like fuck him up. That's a whole different story. But like, you know, yeah, in front of everyone, he plays the coward card. You know, yeah, he tries to play Mr. Nice Pants. It's okay, baby, you don't have to cry. But when you hear him in the room, or like you hear Caleb's expression, how a 5-year-old boy has to learn how to bottle up his feelings, like what? Never in the history. Like you need to teach your son to be open with you and to be confident and to tell, you know, no matter whether it's crying, mad, whatever it is, like, you know, so that you can teach them the proper way of doing it. I'm not a fucking father, but at least I have proper ethics to it, you know. I was raised a certain way, so
yeah,
I can only imagine. You know, so,
it's not like he doesn't know better, you know.
Yeah, like so the kid is completely like, he's at a lost cause. But the best part about it though is that, you know, I mean, not the best part, but like after he left the day after, man, I was falling in tears. I didn't expect it. He came and gave me a hug. He said bye, and then I picked him up one last time, and I told him, oh, remember what I said yesterday? And I told him, be the superhero, Caleb. Don't be anyone else but yourself, and never follow anybody. Do what you always think is right. And I told him I love him, and I gave him a kiss, and then he left, and then went back to the room to lay down, and I started crying for like 20 minutes before I went to sleep. And I cried again later on that day, because I was like, it was unfair. Had they picked up their slack, he would have such a great childhood. He had an amazing Christmas the last year, and he fucked it up. He butched it really nasty, like.
Who did? Santos?
Yeah, my brother did. It was, dude. Like my nephew. Just give me a moment. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hello. Hello. Hello.
The hell's that noise? Alright, we're just running through here, guys. I'm picking flowers and shit. You can sell these flowers, so make sure you pick up as much as you can. And sometimes you'll run into predators, which is good because you need the hide, so you can shoot those and sell those. And fuck if I know. There's a yellow bird. If you follow the bird, it would lead you to treasure.
But yeah, so that's that's that. And I mean, the next day he left, and I was just super pissed because things could be so different, and they're not, because they're stupid. But the best part about everything, though, is that despite how lazy his mother is and how much of an asshole she is, she was forced to move back to Puerto Rico with her older brother, who has his own family, so she's forced to actually have to probably pull her own fucking weight because he's probably not having shit, but like, at least the kid is surrounded by family members. And not only that, but my dumbass fucking ungrateful piece of garbage brother is here in Homestead somewhere, God knows where. I don't care. Next, I mean, he probably is the one here. Yeah, he's probably sleeping around doing his thing, you know, just not really caring about kids.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, while she's in Puerto Rico, pregnant with his freaking kid, he's probably off texting people, you know, girls. And...
I know. The last the like 2 days before she left, I had taken him to the store, and he was telling me how he was gonna do a tattoo for someone, but the client ended up sending him a nude and how she wants to bang and how she's an old school friend.
Yeah,
and also
and he tried to show it to you.
Yeah, exactly. And like, so he's definitely, for sure, like, he sent her off, dude. She's in Puerto Rico now. Like, he's here. He's probably already went straight there and fucked her already and did his thing. Probably been banging around and being a slob and not probably getting his shit together like he's supposed to.
How
just
girls...
a 40-year-old man, just off
it's
doing
like, hey,
shit.
Can you want to go out tonight? Yeah. All right. Can you pick me up? Like what? How the hell does he get girls?
I said I had three theories to it. Is that my first theory is that one from one moment to another in Puerto Rico, he was showing my mom and everyone how he had a new car, how he had a decent establishment, how he was living somewhere, how he was getting paid decent money, and then from 1 month to another, it goes from having everything to losing everything. Then, after he lost everything, he comes here to Puerto Rico and moves here on the whole thing of him wanting to be a better person. But then when he's here and everyone's trying to take family photos, he doesn't want to be in any of the photos because he says he doesn't want anyone to know where he's at. When every one of our family members, including his ex-baby mamas, know exactly where he's at. Like exactly. So all of our family members, which are his family members, including his ex-girlfriends who he had kids with, knows where he's at. So who is he really talking about? If he, from one moment, he had everything and lost everything. He had like really expensive shit, and he lost all that from one moment to another.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, wants to leave the country to go to a different state and not want any of his pictures being posted up on social media because he wants nobody to know where he lives. What he's talking about is that he means nobody by somebody else in Puerto Rico that he probably tied himself into really deep, and his life is either in danger and he can't go back over there. All right. That's theory number one. Theory number two is that he, being a 40-year-old man, dating a girl who's 25, right? Because she's not a fucking lady or woman, she's still a fucking girl. Because she's not done anything. Just because she has a kid doesn't make her a fucking lady.
Oh, he's in his 40s, and she's in her 20s.
Yeah, she's like 25. She's 25 years old. She's like so yeah. So him being 40, her being 25, and her having a family, and his family already looking down on him because he's made so many fucking mistakes and he's just, you know, completely out of whack. Obviously, her family probably saw the kind of person he really was and was like, that motherfucker can't live in this house. We don't want him anywhere near this family because he's a 40-year-old man. He has nothing to fucking show for it, and he's still struggling out in the world. We're not gonna fucking support him. He's not our family. If his own mother kicked his ass out, then we don't want him here. You know what I mean? So that being said, obviously he had to send her back, and his ass has to stay here now because he doesn't have anywhere else to go, and he's forced to stay with the random friends that he met up at the place, and he's forced to, you know, see them every day, and he can't close himself in the room like he was doing here. He has to probably do shit and fucking work and can't be the lazy guy, because when he was here, all he was doing was sitting his ass in that room, would go to work at Winn-Dixie, and would say he was getting paid like $100 and something, $200 something dollars. So that means he was going to Winn-Dixie, working a little bit of hours and eating shit the rest of the fucking home late at night acting like he was fucking working. So when he's here at the house, all he did was sit around the fucking room, didn't do anything, only come to my door to ask me for stuff, went to or ask me to give him a ride somewhere, or and that's it. And then he would stay in the room most of the time, and I would bump into him by like randomly every time he was going to the bathroom to smoke, or like he was just going to the kitchen. But that was very rarely, because every time he wanted something from somewhere, he would send his fucking lazy ass bitch wife, who was not lazy for him, but she was lazy to do anything else in the house. So she would get up to get food for him, cook for him, drinks for him, everything for him, all of it. She would get up to ask favors for him. All of it, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure if the guy could detach his penis and his fucking anus and take it to her so he could shit in the toilet and pee, he would just give it to her and she would go do it. You know, like that's exactly how it was. And he was always like, "Oh, I'm in pain, blah, 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 this and that. I can do this, I can't do that." Always making complaints. But then before that, before he got here, he was like, "Bro, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do this. I'm feeling good. I just want to get my life straight."
It's easy to be motivated when you don't have to start yet. He's like, I'll start looking once I get there. In his head, he's like, okay, I'll probably be there about 2 weeks. I probably don't have to start actually looking till about 3 weeks or a month. You know, like, yeah. Oh, he had it all fucking already in his head.
He had a plan. He had a plan. So all that happened, dude, and now he's forced to live in someone's. Because there were moments where the people that he is living with now would come and look for him and to chill and talk, and he wouldn't. There were days where he didn't want to see them. And it's like, now what are you doing? You're living in their house because you have nowhere else to fucking go, so you have to see those people now. You're living uncomfortably while your wife is, or your girlfriend, your wife is somewhere else, you know. And she's also known. She was Joby's ex-girlfriend before Santo went after her.
So she's already ready to just jump on any.
Yeah, she's been around. She's been around, exactly. So you know what I mean. So. And Gumbo.
Damn, that's fucked up. So she left. She left Joby, or they broke up, and she went to his brother and started dating his brother.
I believe my brother broke up with her, or they were. I believe that they were having issues because she.
But still, like the fucking.
I'm pretty sure it was on her. He chased her. He went after her. Santo was sending her messages and hitting on her, and that's not the first girl he's tried to pick up after Joby's left the girl. Like my brother's like he's like the scrap
He's a
kid.
scavenger.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a scavenger. So, he's tried to do it a few times, but this one being
Does he have a bad relationship with Joby?
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. My brother, the oldest brother,
they don't like each other.
No, hell no, they don't like each other. Like, I mean, I guess he doesn't respect him. I'm pretty sure he knows that he's his brother and he has love for him. So if there was, I mean, I don't know. No, problem. He does not care at all. I forget. My mom told me the other day, or like a week ago, she was like, your oldest brother called me and told me if, told me a while ago before Santo moved here, my mom told me that Joby told her that if one day Joby calls her telling her that Santo is fucking dead, to not be surprised. Because my brother's an officer, he's a detective, so he probably knows something he probably knows that something or someone is looking for him, So he already gave my mom the heads up because my brother ties himself into a lot of shit. He fabricates and tells a lot of stories. I mean, have you guys ever seen the movie? What's that movie? Uncut Gems on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, that's my brother. He's Adam Sandler in that movie, 100%. He's the guy that'll ask you for money, then he'll pay. He won't pay you the money back. He'll make you wait a long time, and if you ask him to talk, he gives you attitude, talk shit to you, and then he make excuses, and he thinks that you won't do shit about it because you live in a world where consequences are fatal if you do something fatal. And then he'll go to the next dude and fabricate some story about how the last guy who actually was there for him, who lent him money, is a piece of shit and has fucked him over, right? To get the next victim in the web, and when that person goes, "Oh man, don't worry, bro, I got you. You can come live with me, bro." There you go. That's how he lives his life. That's like
Because there's always someone in the past, you know, that fucked it up for him.
Yeah,
That's his
exactly.
story.
He's always
someone...
blaming someone else. Exactly, except himself, which is the main thing. So in Puerto Rico, I'm pretty sure someone is looking for him because when pictures, cameras, videos came up, dude, that motherfucker would go into the shadows, would hide behind the doors and the crevices. if family pictures happen, he'd get out of the picture. Like, there is nobody in this life that's so afraid to take photos other than people who are being chased and gone and sought after. So you hide from you just hide. So he didn't want to be in any pictures whatsoever. I mean, so those are my three theories. They could all be true. All of it could be true all at once. You know what I mean? Or it could just be one solid one. But I believe it's all at once. I believe that I believe this girl's parents don't like him. He's already made an ass of himself. He's not welcome there. And I also believe that he's tied himself into some deep bullshit in Puerto Rico where someone is looking for him and he's scared as fuck. And I also believe that he's fucking around and cheating because he doesn't know how to get his shit straight.
Yeah. I mean, why? It would be more believable that he is doing that versus not doing that. And
he's literally doing all of that. Yeah, he's doing all of that instead of getting his shit straight. So in the movie Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler, have you seen it, Louis, or no?
If it's an Adam Sandler movie on Netflix, is that the one with David Spade or whoever?
No, this one's a serious film.
Oh, serious? No.
Okay, so
damn, Adam Sandler in a serious movie?
It was that dude, mind you.
Yeah, I think it's his first.
It got some serious recognition. That movie's like
Adam Sandler, young Adam Sandler, or
no,
like now?
bro. This is like recent Adam Sandler movie. You should watch it.
I think it's his most recent movie he ever made.
It's a really good film.
He directed it and everything too.
Super good.
What's it called again?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Okay.
I recommend you watch that tonight. I recommend you watch that tonight. Well, and other than the other thing I recommend, because that's a movie that you'd actually enjoy watching. But it's definitely a tale. Basically, it's the premises of the story of a man who takes a lot from others and never returns or compensates to the people who have done things for him. And instead he plays stupid and he plays dumb and he talks shit to people. I mean, literally, and there was a scene in the movie that a guy comes up and tells him, "Hey, where's my money that you owe me?" And he gives him a watch. He forces, he opens a watch. "Hey man, this watch is like this much money. It's $5,000 more than what I owe you. Here, take it. I don't want the watch. Take it. I don't want the watch." And then someone else that's supposed to come and talk to him about money that he owes pulls right up next to him while he's forcing this watch on the dude. And the guy comes and he's like, "Yo,
if he's stealing from him."
Yeah, so he's going. He's like he gave them the watch, and then the guy the guy that that you can see the guy is the guy that Adam Sandler is fucking over. He looks like a pushover, but he's also kind of like bothered. So he has this fucking watch in his hands, mind you. At the beginning of the movie, the watch that he forges these things, so they're not. Some of them are not real. So he's trying to he gives him this phony ass watch. And the guy's he's looking at the watch while Adam Sandler just throws it in his hands. It's a lot of money now. Get out of here. And the guy, another dude pulls up because he's about to do another deal with someone else, right?
Oh,
and the
God.
person pulls, and the other person pulls up to ask him for the money. And while he's like, "Oh, hey man," and then while he's talking to the guy that's in the car that just pulled up, the guy that he was that he just gave the watch to taps him on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey man, I don't want this watch." And then Adam Sandler turns around and is like, "What the fuck? I don't want that shit. Get that fake ass shit out of here!" And automatically goes off on the guy and tells him to get the fuck out of here. He's like, "Bro, stupid people." He's commenting about this guy to the other dude, while the other guy's standing behind him, and the other guy's just like, "What the fuck, man? You owe me lots of money, And that's the kind of character that he plays in the movie, dude. It's a really good film. A lot of shit goes down, and there's a lot of good actors in the film too. But yeah, dude, that's Santo, 100%. That's him. He's that guy. Mr. Makes things look bad, makes other people look bad. Dude, he got on Facebook and said a whole bunch of mean shit about my mom prior to him moving here. Yeah, I don't my mom wasn't stupid, alright? But she gave him the benefit of the doubt. She saw him.
I mean, and that's her son, right?
That's her son, exactly.
No matter what,
she saw him in a light that no one else really saw him in, and we all kind of gave up on him. So my mom was giving him the final straw, and he came here, and that was final straw. All that stuff happened, But before this even happened, like the last craziest thing that he had done was that, dude, like he got on Facebook and was bad mouthing my mom, saying she was the worst grandmother, all this other shit, blasting her up in front of her friends, dude, like
Yeah,
linked my mom,
because she
tagged my
probably
mom's
won't
name.
babysit while he stays
It
in
was
the room.
It was,
You know,
it was
like, doesn't
no,
even
it
go
was
out
before,
probably.
it was because, it was, this is not recently, this was way before he moved here. But that comment was made because my mom didn't want to give him money or lend him money or give whatever one of those two things were. My mother was just not about it. She's like, I don't have the money to do it, and like I'm just, I'm just like we're struggling here too. We can't. And
Yeah, you just can't be handing out money.
Yeah,
Someone
and
asked
like
me
not
for
only
$700 today. Someone I haven't fucking talked to since high school asked me for $700 fucking dollars. Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, dude.
no.
I mean, like you're making me feel weird for saying no to something you should obviously know you shouldn't even ask. Like this is fucking weird now.
Yeah.
There are just so many people in this world that just have no respect and just feel so entitled to everything. And they
Yeah,
feel like
dude.
the world owes them everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, like, that's not how life works.
Actually, hold on.
Anyone that has
Yeah.
anything in this world fucking busted their ass for it.
Yeah, dude, that's like I got it, baby. I got it. Thank you. Yeah, bro, it's like my freaking I have a friend basically. Let's just say for the sake of censoring as much as I can, but I had a friend that needed me to fucking let him borrow $500 so that he could get a, put a down payment on a car or whatever, and God, there's just so much to the story. Actually, never mind. There's long story short, I fucking lend the money, and then when it comes time to ask for the fucking money, all of a sudden it's like I'm being ghosted, or I'm being told, this week with my paycheck.
I think I know who
blah,
you're
blah,
talking about.
and yeah, and then we get to that time of the week, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from him, and then
Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you serious? This motherfucker has not paid you the $500 you lent him?
oh, he has. He had to.
Took forever.
And then
huh?
and then with the final straw, like it should have been paid off, in 2 months. It ended up being like 5-6 months.
And yeah, and then you're the bad guy for getting mad or for
Yeah,
getting
and I'm the one for like actually
angry.
keeping up. Like and not even angry, like just more keeping up. Like if you say, hey Louis, I'm gonna pay you like $100 of it by Friday, and then if I text you Friday, don't act like I'm hounding you when I'm getting back with you
Like,
the
dude,
day you told me.
Yeah,
you
dude,
know,
you don't give a time. You don't give a time or date. And,
And then the last straw was going on Facebook and Stephanie being like, "Huh, that's funny. They said that they couldn't send us the $100 this week because they were broke. But look at his wife, at the bar right now taking shots. She's posting pictures all over Facebook. Like, it's like what? What?
That's
I was like, they don't have
told
money to pay me. Gotcha. They have money. They just didn't have the money to pay me. Okay.
Yeah, that was like speaking of that, like Ramses, for example, had lent me he lent me $500, right? I didn't ask for it. First and foremost, I didn't go out of my way to ask for it. And he lent me 500, and Gumbo had lent me 160 or 150. I hadn't asked none of them. They offered because I was in a predicament. I was in a situation, and they offered, and I took the assistance. Now, I'm not going to Gumbo saying, "Gumbo, bro, check out this brand new game I bought, bro."
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to,
obviously the fucking elephant in the room is like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like Gumbo knows, like he comes to my house. I invite him over. You know what I mean? There's nothing to hide. He's here. I see him all the time. And he calls me. He's in a party. You know what I mean? I talk to Ramses almost every day because at the end of the day, I still, no matter what, I do still owe them money today. I will be real. I'm a real ass motherfucker.
My fucking money, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
And then just leave. But yeah, dude, like for the most part, yeah, dude, like it's fucking silly because for everything, dude, like why would you duck and dodge somebody? And like I've told Ramses, like I told him, dude, I want to get this thing. He's like, why don't you get it? Ramses, I can't. I'd be like, what I want to get is $100. I was like, you think I'm gonna buy something that's $100 and not send you $100? Wrong with you? Like I'd rather send you the money if I'm gonna buy something. If I have the money for $100, I'm either send you the 100 or split it between 50 to you and 50 to Gumbo that I owe, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking spend the cash, like, and you know, he understands that I'm real as fuck. Like, we're still in a party, we're still playing games. He'll call me, he'll text me, I'll respond. Like, there's no reason. But that's silly as fuck. Like, you're gonna not pay someone their money, but then post up photos of you fucking taking.
Yeah, like like in my face to the point where even Steph was like, "Should we feel like offended? Like, I don't know what do I feel?
Damn fucking right.
Like,
Like,
because you don't want to start
abused.
something, but at the same time you're like, come on, man. Like, at least make it so that we don't see your posts. Like, they're just so whatever that they're not even careful about it, you know?
Like, I mean, I don't, like, there are times where you don't have to, like, you can always make it a comical thing unless like, it becomes something annoying, you know? But, like, make it so that they understand, like, for example, my friend, he owed me $20, and, he sent me my $20 that he owed me, finally paid back, calls me back and says, look, man, I'm sorry, dude, I'm sorry that I didn't send it to you the day I told you, like, and I, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of avoided you a bit because I didn't have the money and I didn't want, you know, and I told him, look, I'm not mad and I'm not gonna go off on you and I'm gonna give you an earful, but all I'm gonna say to you is, next time this happens, I would prefer you telling me on the day that you were supposed to pay me that you do not have the money and that if you could get like an extension basically, and I wouldn't mind, you know, because you're being honest with me.
And
but
he doesn't know if you have like you're counting on a certain money and you told somebody else that you were gonna have that money.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Then it puts you in a fucking double weird spot.
And it's so stupid because because they get mad and they're like, oh dude, really? Like, it's like, okay, so you're gonna I guess
you're gonna even bring it up, like the fact
you're gonna throw shots at me,
like really?
Yeah, you're gonna throw shots at me for sitting here and exactly the same way that you needed the loan is the same way I'm for sure sitting here waiting for that $500.
Yeah, because you need that money too. You just happen to have it when he needed it, and you didn't need it at that time.
Exactly.
I'll buy you the time.
It's silly, you know, and like, yeah, man, like, I just think it's a silly thing, like, so, I mean, I don't know, man, I think you should definitely watch the movie, but all in all, man, yeah, bro, my brother's a fuck up, like, he's a fuck up, and he's the kind of guy that, if he's sinking, and sees other people doing well, he'll jump on their ship with all the weight that he has, and starts to sink their ship, and once their ship is sinking, he'll jump on someone else's ship, and that's how he is.
Dude, I've dealt with that for sure. I know exactly what that's like to fucking have someone that sees you doing good and all of a sudden it's like, hey, can you fucking like help split the money for my rehab? Or like, hey, you know, can I like stay in your house? Like, I know you have.
You know,
the
Gumbo,
room.
when he does that voice, I know exactly who he's pointing at. I know when he does that voice, who he's talking to.
It is who it is.
Yeah, man. I know exactly what you mean, dog.
It's gotten better though. Before the last time I talked to you about anything, it was to the point where it was like, you don't even know who the fuck this person is coming through the house. Like who? Like you just like. You know what I mean? Like that. You know, you remember the movie Half Baked when they didn't know who the fuck was in it?
Like positively better.
Yeah, well,
I mean, they're not in your life anymore. Better.
No, like positive, like not positive because nothing's actually changed, except it's not as dramatic. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, it's not as dramatic. It's not like fucking. Like I was saying, you don't know who the fuck this is walking through the house. It's like the movie Half Baked with the fucking dude in the closet. No one knew who the fuck he was. They just assumed the other person knew.
They gotta get up to pee every now and then.
Yeah, like, you know, so it's. But anyways, yeah, now it's a little bit better. Like, it's still ridiculous, but yeah.
Dude, 5 years after. Was it 5-6 years, Louis, since you know?
Talk about jumping a ship. You fucking jumped the fuck out and swam to the nearest island. You dodged that fucking bullet, man.
Dude. It's
rough,
funny,
man.
but you're so right. You're so right, dude. And it's so sad, but you're so right.
Yeah, you know. Oh shit! Oh, look at the dude with the feathers on his back. Ronin. That's got to be Ronin.
Let me see.
And I'm pretty sure Baron's done this.
If you're still on the first section of the island, I've done everything there.
Okay, then yeah.
I literally completed that area.
I'm talking to this dude now with like feathers on his back. Killed some dude.
Yeah, I'm like, right now I'm just like on a completion binge. I'm just going around everywhere, just doing everything before I continue with the main story.
That's what I've been doing it too, but then I have to tell myself to just do a mission here. Like that's what I'm doing now. Because if I wasn't talking to you guys, I would straight up just be running in circles, just free running from place to place, and mostly the question marks are what has me. Like the question marks are what really, get me completely off course. You start running towards an objective, and then you're like, oh, well, it's just right over here. And then you completely forget what you're doing.
This game definitely brings out the ADD in you. You're focused on, I'm gonna go do this mission. You're like, ooh, shiny. You fucking go off and you go do something else. You completely forget what you were originally gonna do.
Do we have a deal?
Shit.
I'll think about it.
You're surrounded. Time to fight. Hold your ground. Oh shit! He got me faster than I expected him to. Fuck! I was trying to do a duel with this fucking dude and he got me. I did not expect him to do that. Cause sometimes they fake you out,
I really am not in the mood for I mean, it's just annoying. Like the last time I played it, some stupid shit happened, and then they just made it stupid. I hate playing a game where
what game?
People because okay, a friend of mine had bought. I don't use it very much, but I get on every now and then to play. I mean, it's not as, it's good, dude, but they're still I'm not as much as as much as I can play a game and mod it however I want, and if I think of something I'm okay, it feels playing games on the computer feels like I have infinite cheat codes, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't ever play a game with cheat codes. I grew up playing games and not liking the need to use cheats, So I'm not big on that either way in the first place. But then make your game look really good. Regardless, you still have to have the computer for it anyway. So I don't know. And I'm not the kind of person that if I'm given an arm, I need the whole body, or if I'm given a snack, I need the whole refrigerator.
Yeah.
I'm good with the graphics I get in games. I'm okay. I'm satisfied. But then there's some games like side scrollers and dope ass like other ones that I do want and having on my PC. Now, for the sake of this one game, you can only now. This being on the cool side of having a PC is the fact that in this game it's only meant to be a two-player game, but on the PC we've modded the game so that 4 people could play together, in a game that's built just made to have only 2 players. That's cool, and the game does not crash or nothing. It has shared loot and everything. It's with the mod, it's as if the game was meant to be played with 4 players. So it's awesome, but I'm not a big fan of the way the physics of the game are in terms of how your character runs around. I don't like the way your character jogs. If your character looks funny while you're running the game in third person, then I'm always gonna pick up the fact that your character looks silly while the character looks silly. It's not, So, but that's not even the case. I'm enjoying the game because of how vast and in depth the game is. It's called Outward. And it's cool. It's like a Dark Souls game that you could play with. I'm playing with 4 people, and it's an open world game, and it feels cool because it has the foundation of the game is based off kind of survival. So your character does have to eat. When it rains, it weighs down your clothing. You do have to change between the weather. So you do have to keep yourself hydrated as well. You can cook food. You can put down a tent and actually sleep in your tent. Like so, it's really cool. You have a backpack too. You can change your backpack size, like the kind of backpack your character carries. And in mid battle, like if you're about to have a fight, you can press like I think down on the D-pad, and your character drops the book bag on the floor, and all the weight that your character has on them is in that book bag. So he drops the book bag on the floor, and you're moving around more agile, and you can pick the book bag up and like with the press of a button. So the mechanics of the game is super awesome. Like I love the game. I don't hate it. But what killed it for me is that like I like to play games and get immersed into games like you guys do. You know, you're investing your time into the game. So when I'm playing the game, I have moments where I'm walking around and I'm really like I'm experiencing what's beautiful about the game and like the mechanics and everything. So I'm having a good time. And you know, then apparently out of nowhere, one of our friends, like, but he's already known to be like a jackass. Like he's already known to be the asshole of the group, or the kind of guy that like just does what he wants to do in games, right? So we are all starting over, and we're all playing the game, and we're trying to do it on point. The only thing that we said we were gonna do was mod the game so that all of us could play together, but experience the difficulty of the game together. And then he pretends like his character's profile got deleted, and then he comes back to the game. When he comes back to the game with like the best armor, the best weapon of the game, and everything, because he modded it into the game. While I'm in the middle of a level struggling with a fucking regular minion, this guy comes in and slays it with 2 cuts, and he's lower level than me. So I'm like that immediately, like, you know. And then like with one of the other guys in the group, which is Sebastian. These are his friends, you know, and Sebastian's the one that wanted me to play with him. Mind you, he likes to game hop from game to game a lot. So he goes and like I'm playing the game. He's like, I don't want no one to do this. He's being super strict, and you know, Pedro, don't, you know, like I want us to all earn our shit. And then when that guy gets into the party, like this dude doesn't say anything. He stays kind of like, all right, man, help me beat this boss. And then I immediately went from everything being equal to being the only guy on the team that has shitty armor and shitty weapons. And then when I'm like, well, if that's the case, then let me get a weapon. And he's like, oh, well, if you're gonna mod, then it's gonna destroy the. Okay, well, so all y'all motherfuckers can have the best shit, but I have to be the guy with the least stuff. So, you know, that's my yeah, like, you know, that killed my experience, hard as fuck. So now he's hitting me up, yo, out, and it's been like 4 or 5 days after, because he likes to game hop and he likes to play, you know, his own games. So like 4 or 5 days after, he's hitting me up now, oh, outward. And then when I'm telling him, you gotta give me a bit, he's like Mr. Impatient. So he's like, you know, he's like, it has to be now. He gets, if it's not now, he gets bugged or bothered. And it's like, dude, you know, I'm not in the mood for that shit. So now he asked me to play yesterday. I told him no because I was busy painting and doing a lot of shit. And I told him that today I would. I forgot about it because it's late as fuck. But I told him, dude, I'll be playing early, you know. And then this motherfucker hits me up now, and like, you know, I told him I'll try to get on, dude, but I feel bad, so I'm gonna play. If today I get the same fucking experience with him, I'm not gonna play this game. I'm gonna delete it like I deleted every other game that he has bought me, because he'll buy me a game, we'll play that night that he buys it, he hops to a different game that's like of that same kind of like you know, genre. So like he'll buy me a space game where you can build shit, and then he'll find a better space game where you can build shit, so he'll be like, ah, forget about that space game, let's get on this one. Whatever, already kind of like sort of invested time in that space game.
You gotta relearn everything.
Yeah, so it's never like there's not really a solid foundation. It's okay to game hop, dude, but like we don't even make a foundation in one of the games that we have hopped to even say that we can go back and play it. You know, I can easily forget about those games. Like there's not a memorable moment in none of those games. And so it's a little frustrating. It's annoying. Someone consistently suggesting games to you, and then, you know, and I even told them, dude, you're wasting your own fucking money. I'm just letting you know this. You're wasting your own money. I'm not buying this shit. You're the one buying all these games. I told him, I was like, I bought like 2 games and it happened, and I'm like, this is the last time. I told him, this is the last time I'm buying games. I'm not gonna buy a game so that we can just you can hop around.
It's you never catch up. Like it's not. No, fuck that, dude. That would annoy the shit out of me. We've gone through a few moments in time like that.
Already.
That's just, yeah.
No, that's why I said I don't want to. But you know, I told him, you know, so I'm gonna give him one more try today.
Oh, excuse me.
If I get on that game and that motherfucker's wearing like really good armor, the guy that's not supposed to be wearing good armor, and he's just letting it happen, then I'm gonna get off the game.
Yeah, no, you.
You know what you should do?
Huh?
You should play Monster Hunter with me. That's what you should do.
Dude, I'm gonna play like an hour of Outward. Like I do want to play Monster Hunter. I'm not gonna, you know, like I'm gonna stay in the party while I'm playing the game on my laptop. I'm not gonna play a game. I'm gonna talk to you guys and have them in the thing, and you know, I barely, dude. Like that's another thing. Like when I play with him, like I barely say anything. You get me? Like I'm just in the party while they're all talking about, yo, dude, did you see Jeffrey last week, man? And I'm just like, I don't know who Jeffrey is, and
You're not as interesting as me, bro.
I have nothing to bring to this conversation.
exactly. I'm just ears, 100%. So, you know, unless it's like game related, like I don't know what they're doing and shit. Like I know, unless it's a game that we've played before, or I've played before. But even then, they're really invested within themselves because you know they grew up together, which is cool. It's understandable. But Sebastian's trying to bring me in. I told him, like, I was playing another game that he brought me into. I re-downloaded it because I had it. I will play it. Got into a game, you know, bought a lot of stuff and wanted to do some things. And his friend had us wait about an hour and a half. I'm like, CBS, like, you know, we can do this. But I want to wait for him. Okay, so we're an hour and a half waiting. Bro, I'm gonna get off, man. And then like his friend gets back, says some shit, blah blah, internet, whatever the fuck. But there's always something. I'm always waiting when we're about to do something. So I ended up missing out on experiencing something that we could have played together because of waiting for his friend. Because we were already online. You know what I mean? So what the fuck were we doing while we were just waiting, eating shit? And then the same thing. Like I asked him, I was like something else. I forgot what it was. Or something else that we were playing, and the same thing. Oh, we're gonna wait for him, bro. So I spent most of my time, like an hour or two, modding my game so that we could play 3 players. And guess what? At the end of the night, by the time I finished everything, we didn't play with no 3 players. I spoke to him the day after. I said, bro, you realize I spent like 2 hours modding the fucking game to play with 3 players, and at the end of the day, we start playing the game together, just the 2 of us.
We can make it
like,
if we try, bro.
Yeah, but I was like, I got so annoyed of it because I'm like, the 2 hours that I spent modding it, I could have just spent playing it. And then, when he was ready, then I would have modded it. Instead, no. It was just a whole bullshit. And that's always the case.
I have this game called The Island, or The Isle. And it's a dinosaur game for PC, but apparently, and I wish it would have fucking told me that in the description, my computer can't handle it. I mean, I only have like a regular basic, like I think it's an i5, you know, 1 terabyte. Yeah, it's the dinosaur game. But my computer crashes. I can't even load it.
But what's the dinosaur? What's it about?
Oh, dude, it's fucking sick. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. You have to YouTube it real quick on your phone. But type in The Isle, and you'll see, dude. There's a channel I watched that's hilarious. It reminds me of like me and you were really fucked up, and we were live streaming, and it's one of like the best live streams we could have, where we're cracking up. Like, that's what these 2 guys are doing, and they're basically, you can be any dinosaur you want. You could be a T-Rex, you can be a Velociraptor, and it's an open world, completely open world. But you're a dinosaur, so you're online with other dinosaurs, and you know you start hearing footsteps and you run and shit, because the health dynamic is kind of real. You have stamina, you can break your legs if you jump, you know, off of something too high, which then makes you crawl, which then allows the other enemy to come and eat you. Like, it's awesome.
I'm searching it up now.
Yeah, The Isle, like ILE or something like that. But I wish my fucking computer. I bought it on Steam, and I did as much research as I could, I guess when it said that my computer can handle it, I guess it means it can physically turn it on. Because you go to fucking play a game, and it's just it crashes every single time. I've never been able to play, and I don't think the computer's strong enough. I want a fucking gaming PC so bad, dude, but I don't know how to fucking spend fucking $2,000 on something, $2-3 grand.
Dude, you don't need not even half of that to get a decent gaming computer.
Like,
you can build yourself a decent gaming computer for $500.
Like how? How? I don't even know what I. Okay, let's say I wanted to build a computer. I wouldn't even know how big the case needs to be so that I can buy certain motherboards and graphics cards. Like, how do I know those graphics cards are gonna fit my
You don't.
computer case? Like,
You really don't need to know any of that stuff. There's a website. I can't remember what it's called right now. But if I remember, I'll tell you. But it's basically like they'll build you the computer for you. You just pick the pieces that you want, like how
oh,
expensive you want the pieces and shit like that, and then they'll build it for you and ship it to you.
oh
So
man.
you don't actually need to like be tech savvy or computer savvy or anything like that. You just go to the website and have the money and then just buy the PC. That's it.
Oh, dude. Ah, man. See, I made this shit so fucking complicated. Because I'm thinking, you build your own PC, meaning, like, you physically have to buy the fucking parts at a computer store and hope to God that they're compatible with the other parts that you bought. It's like, fuck, how do people do that shit, man?
I mean, you could do that route, but like, yeah, you would have to be, computer savvy, and you would have to know what parts are compatible with what. I tried building a computer one time, and I spent like $600 or $700 for nothing. It didn't end up working. I was so pissed.
How much was it?
I spent like $600 or $700.
And it wasn't worth it? It was like it didn't come out?
There was something that wasn't compatible, so I couldn't
Oh,
figure
when
it
you
out.
built yourself.
Yeah, I built it myself.
Oh, gotcha.
But there was a part that I bought that wasn't compatible, and I didn't know what it was. This was years ago, and I fucking spent that money for nothing. I was so
Damn,
pissed.
dude. Yeah, that's the. It's just not cheap. But if I could probably spend like 700 maybe on a computer, especially if we get the
That's more
second
than
round of
enough to get
stimulus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than enough to get a decent computer. You could run most games on like ultra high graphic settings.
And you can. I'm assuming you can upgrade too. So like if I bought a computer with a certain graphics card, I could save up for another one. And then just literally
Yeah,
unplug it, slide it out, pop it in, and we're good.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about PC gaming, or just PCs in general, that they're fully customizable. So you can, you build yourself a cheap PC now, but then you just keep upgrading the parts, when you have the money to buy a new part, and eventually you're gonna have yourself a pretty sick fucking gaming PC.
Man, that.
It doesn't have to be all in one shot. Like, you need a serious gaming PC right now. Like, you just get some cheap parts that'll get the job done for now, and then just save up money and just replace, the graphics card in a few months, or change the motherboard, and shit like that. But the only thing that I will say, you will, like, if you want a serious graphics card, but you have a shitty motherboard, it's not gonna work, because the motherboard's not gonna have the capacity to withstand, a high quality fucking graphics card.
Is that the RAM? Is that what the motherboard is? Like the RAM of it?
No, the motherboard is think
I
of
guess
the motherboard
what
as like
tells
the
it
brain.
to turn on. Yeah, it
It's
tells
the
it
brain
what.
of the PC. It basically it sends, or at least helps send information and packets to all the different parts of the computer, so they all work together seamlessly.
Gotcha.
So without having a decent motherboard,
Oh yeah.
it
everything
doesn't
else
matter
is overkill to
how good your graphics card is, it's not going to work, because your motherboard is just not going to be able to handle it. So you'd have to upgrade the motherboard, and then let's say you have all this good shit, but it's sucking up so much power that your power supply can't handle it. So now you got to upgrade the power supply so that it can pump out some more juice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, and they need fucking fans like crazy, dude. And then you can work on your cooling, and buy bigger fans and like that. Yeah, I like that, man. I want to get one so fucking bad, dude. Like, I seriously, I mean, I have Steam downloaded. I want to be one of those guys. I've just never like went for it, I guess. But it's so much easier if someone can just build you a PC.
Okay, so
It's easier and it's cheaper.
What's up, Jambi?
now I'm gonna get off of this fucking game and turn on this stupid game over here.
What, the one you were talking about on the computer?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like joining a party to stay quiet. It's cool because I'm talking to you guys. That's why I'm not even leaving the party.
no, I mean, yeah,
But
we're not even playing multiplayer.
honestly, that kills your experience too. Is it's like you're playing with friends to play with your friends and not just stay quiet the whole time and let them fuck around.
Let them fuck around.
Boring.
So is this
An hour.
Is this?
He gets an hour of my time. That's it. An hour goes by quickly when you're in a party with your own friends.
Yeah, I never get to bed on time when I'm with you guys. God damn.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know, dude. It's just not as fun. Like if I was playing the game with you guys, like I know we'd take it in. I know we'd be walking around and enjoying it for what the game is, but like I can't do that with these guys.
Are they too serious about it?
No, I mean like I don't mind being too serious about it. They're just not.
Say to them, I guess.
They're, like they're not serious at all. So when I'm trying to I like to earn my shit in games. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the cheat code guy. So like when I've played games on the PC, the most I've ever done when it comes down to utilizing the PC for what it's meant for was to download like aesthetics, to make, I guess, the game look different, or to just look different, or maybe add in more clothing to the game, but I would never
improve your chance to win.
Yeah, dude, like what the fuck? Okay, I'm playing the game to get to the end. So
like even if you've beaten the game and stuff, like you wouldn't fuck around like on GTA or something. If you already beat the game, but like even if you've beaten the game, you still wouldn't fuck around with cheats, just to.
Oh, GTA, yeah. Like if I, no,
not
100%. No, it's just my main playthrough. Like if it's my first time playing the game, I've not ever played it before. Like, and the game has like you play games to get to the end of them. To earn the best gear, to get like if you don't like you obviously like if you're playing an RPG, your first question is what's the best gear of the game and when can I get it, so that I don't have to go through the shit I'm going through. What do I have to do? Obviously, there are prerequisites. Now, it defeats the purpose of that if the moment I start the game, 15 minutes in, I mod the game to have the best armor, so that I can just run around and kill everything and not experience some form of struggle. That's how some people enjoy their games at, which is cool. To each his own, by all. But like, that's still not gonna make it. It's not gonna justify the fact that you're being lazy and you don't like to work for your shit. Like you really just don't. You like it to be handed to you. For me, when it comes to those kinds of games, like I want to get my stats. I want to fight hard ass bosses. I want to go through the trials and tribulations of having to survive whatever it is, so that when I get to a point where I'm there, I'm like, damn, like this is dope.
Like, I went through some shit, yeah.
I went through some shit to get what I needed right now, or to get what I got.
You get the satisfaction of going through the struggle.
Gratification. And there's nothing. So when I'm jumping into the game to play with these guys, like one, for example, Sebastian doesn't want to start the game over. The other guy, named Chris, who's he's a cool guy. He started the game over. He had a fucking high level mage, but he decided to start the game over for the sake of difficulty. So he got into a little debate with Sebastian wanting to start the game over. Sebastian didn't want to. It's here. So Sebastian didn't want to, and then so we agreed on it. Then we played the game for about a day or two, and then Miguel, the other guy, the other guy joins the game after. So Sebastian hits me up, yo, want to get on Outward? Yeah, I want to play the game. Like, cool. I get on the laptop. Oh, Miguel's gonna join us, so give him like 15 to 30 minutes. So now I'm on the party just hearing them talk and waiting for Miguel to download the game so he can update and mod the game. So while I'm sitting here, yeah. No, but they do it now, and he thinks that it's not wasting my fucking time, and it is, because I want to play games with my boys too, like right now. He thinks that I want to get on fucking Monster Hunter? I told him, like, dude, I want to play my shit too. So I told him, play only for an hour. And I'm gonna get on and play for an hour, but I know he's in a party talking shit with everyone, and and whatever. So his boy gets on, and within 10 minutes of it being on the game, dude, he mods the game. He pretends like his profile got deleted. He comes back with like the best shit in the game, and this guy doesn't say anything. Meanwhile, the other guy who does play seriously, but he has a tendency of just kind of like, because I guess he has a lot of things going on in his house. He has a tendency of kind of just, putting the mic on mute, AFKing a lot. I gotta go do this, I gotta do that. So one guy is not around, the other guy, I just waited for him to download the game. Now when we're playing the game, he says that his shit got deleted, so he comes back with like heavier armor and better shit. And meanwhile, Sebastian, who doesn't want to delete his character, is already playing with an endgame character who has everything, so he barely partakes in battles.
Now you're just going through the game just to fucking go through it. It's not even. Yeah, I know what you mean. Why start the game with fucking already ready to go? Like then we're just going through it. Then like we're not even
exactly. Why? Like we're just going through it. There's no like you can't even be like, oh man, that was crazy. No, it wasn't. Yeah. You had the best weapon. Like it really wasn't crazy. You had to hit that monster like a few times. You know that you were gonna win this battle when you got into it. Versus when you don't have that shit, that's where the real question: am I really gonna win this fucking throwdown? Because I don't have the proper equipment, or maybe I do. Maybe I can survive the fight. That completely eliminates all of that. So now I'm riding with two dudes who have crazy armor, and one guy's come around, doesn't care, disregards it. The other guy is already not caring about deleting his character, and then the other dude is not around. So I immediately just kind of like was just following them, and I didn't fight not one monster because that's how bothered I was, and I was waiting to see if Sebastian noticed, and I was just standing there. I would go every time they got into combat. I'd stand still and I'd wait for him to say something. He wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't notice. He wouldn't notice. He wouldn't notice. He wouldn't notice that it's destroying the experience of the game. He doesn't see it. So I'm just sitting there, and then whenever they move, I move. Whenever they stop, I stop. Whenever they were in battle, I didn't partake because they were both just destroying everything and not caring. So now he's sitting me up again and want to fucking play, and I'm just expecting the same shit. And like, I'm just over it. I'm over the game. I don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to delete it.
You're about to get online with him now on the computer, but like stay in the chat or what?
Yeah, I'm staying in the chat. I'm not gonna get off my fucking party chat so that I can stay quiet.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm playing for an hour and I'm gonna get off because I know that hour is all I need to be tired of this damn game before they start acting stupid. They don't take it seriously, bro. Like they're the crowd that's like, all right, dude, we're gonna get on today. We're gonna do a few hunts. We're gonna do a few boss fights, so that we can progress in the game and take a step forward. They'll say that, and then they're the group that when they get into it, one of the guys wants to start hitting his own teammate because he's too bored during the journey from point A to point B.
So he's a Damien.
Yeah. He's well, Damien. I've had my few disputes with him, but Damien is cooled off from that, But Damien still has friends that are like that. Like he has his other friends are just like when I play with Damien, it's Damien himself, but when I play with everyone else, it's it's the rowdy squad. That'll just like even if they know not to fuck with me because it'll piss me off, but like they'll start fucking with each other, and then it'll like slow the pace down of what I'm trying to get done. So it's like if you guys want to play with me, I'm not asking you guys to play, but like I want to get stuff done in the game. Like it's not a crime to want to progress. It's fun to play and beat around the bush, but at times it's also just fun to get to where you're trying to get to, And yeah, a lot of dilly dallying.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts, man. I've been in a few parties before where it's like you're just thinking of any reason, like you're hoping your kid comes busting through the door. So you can just be like, oh, what? Gotta go. They're tired.
Yeah, dude, like he and like then they get into they they get into a yeah. Bring up the phone when you're done with this. Bring up the phone so we can set the order. Okay. Wait, what? ATM, right? Okay. But yeah, dude. Like there's a squad that says that and then messes around and just, dude. It's just,
Oh shit. I'm glad I upgraded my my arrows, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this guy. We ran up to the front door of this compound, and I'm with Ronan and a few other people. But we were hiding in these bushes, but we're staring at the compound. He hasn't said one word or nothing, so I'm assuming I can just start killing my, or doing my thing here.
You have to like survey anything?
No, not that I know of here. Let's see. Do not raise the alarm. Disable the alarm in the lighthouse. Okay. I figured he was gonna say something. We just pulled up, and I'm like, all right,
Like,
all right,
you gonna go or what?
yeah, like, fuck yeah, don't raise the alarm. Great. I don't even know how to fucking get through this, man. I don't think I can reach that. Fucker, let's try! Oh shit, I did it! Fucking hell. And there's no way for me to make my kills quieter either. I think I have to unlock something for that, but every time I kill somebody, they kill loud. Yeah, it actually said, I gotta find which option it was, but yeah, it said that you can use it to kill, like, I think it's in your backup knife, like under one of those options.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Like, you know, whenever you're sneaking up on someone and then you assassinate them, every time I do that, like, there's an option, if I unlock it, that lets me kill people more silently. Like people won't make noise or alert people around them.
Not necessarily. If you upgrade the Tanto, it does make your assassinations quieter. Like he learns a new techniques to assassinate without making so much noise. But there's also a technique. I believe it's in the ghost section. When about the concentrated hearing part. I think it's the last one where like while you have the concentrated hearing on, and you go up to somebody to assassinate them, they'll start glowing if there's gonna be people around that will notice the assassination.
Oh. Well, shit. So there's no way to make them quiet. Like, there's no way to kill anyone quietly. You just gotta...
Yeah, you just gotta find the right moment to kill somebody without anybody noticing.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, I have Ronin attire clothes. Reduces enemy detection by 10%, 15% increase to melee. After leaving Pampas grass while crouched, enemies will be much slower to detect you. Okay. Dude, I like these fucking outfits, man.
My favorite is the Tadayori armor. I've been wearing that since I got it.
Is that the photo you sent me?
Yeah. And like fully upgraded, it has he has straw boots.
Oh, I saw that. Well, at least I saw the straw on top of your foot.
Yeah, he has like around his ankles, he's got straw, and then matched with my straw hat that I have. I love my outfit.
Is that something that you got from doing something specific, or?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you where you get the straw.
Oh, gotcha.
You're gonna find that out.
Yeah, the straw hat is no.
Yeah,
No.
that's so story based, and that's so like not.
It's so
something
pivotal.
that needs
You
to be
don't. You just
revealed.
can't. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah.
We gotta
Well,
go.
I appreciate you fellas.
Now, if you want to get the one that Pedro has that looks similar to mine, upgrade the Ronin set.
No, I didn't show him that one. The one I have is the one you're wearing. The one that you're wearing with Tadayori, that's the one I wear all the time. The Ronin set is the one I wore for the battle. The one I found out.
That's what I'm saying. The Ronin set is the one where you get that hat from.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I didn't send him that picture though.
Oh, okay.
Remember, because that picture literally depicts everything.
Yeah, definitely don't want to show that.
Well, I just lit the lighthouse and it looks like there's a straight up fucking war going on, boys. Here we go.
Kill them all!
Dude, I always have to take out the archers first. If there's any archers, I'll stop what I'm doing just to run across the fucking field to get them, man. Because these guys, yeah, might as well.
It's so annoying. You'll be in the middle of fighting somebody like clashing blades.
Yeah, are you?
Fucking
Yeah,
arrow just coming at you.
you'll be on your last little bit of health, and then an arrow comes and gets you in the leg or something.
I've had moments where like I'll get downed by somebody, and then at the same time I get down, a fucking archer will shoot an arrow at me and kill me.
Man.
Die, you ugly bastards!
And I like the move that you do, the running dash. Like you sprint and then you hold square and he does like that slice. But like you can really fuck people up in one shot with that.
Yeah, I always enter a fight doing that.
Just, man, and then me and Jambi were talking about this earlier, but the fact that, well, I mean, we didn't talk about how you could kill people when they're down on the ground crawling, but the fact that you can, whenever you get beat, basically they can beat you while you're on the ground and then stab you. But the way they kill you is insane. There's so many different ways.
Yeah, this game just has so many like those small little details.
Yeah.
They're small details, but they mean so much.
They really do add a lot.
A player that can really appreciate it.
Did you find anything? Just a stack of Mongol papers on a dead officer. Let me see. You read Mongolian? If it's in Chinese, I can make out some. Since when? Since I had to read some.
And one of the things I love, like I'm wearing a mask right now that is normally black, and it comes with a different outfit. But I bought a color scheme for that separate outfit.
Yeah.
Just so that I can color the mask so it matches the outfit that I'm wearing.
Oh, shit. I didn't know. So you can change. Well, I guess it's only certain masks you can change color for, huh?
No, all the outfits you can change the colors for. You just gotta find the right merchants.
I mean, even the mask as well.
Yeah, everything changes. The whole outfit. If it comes with a hat and a mask, everything changes.
Oh. Well, then I need to look into this real quick here.
Yeah, there's a lot of like possibilities with the gear.
Oh yeah, see, look, I can reduce enemy detection by 20%. Yeah, I can upgrade my Ronin attire. But my mask. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, my mask. I can change the color of the rope on the mask. I have the Samurai Clan mask. Yeah. So you can change the colors on that. That's pretty cool. The glowering warrior. I can't do anything with.
Yeah, there are some like the only ones that you can actually change the color for are the ones that come with an outfit.
Oh, okay.
Like the ones that you just find, you know, by themselves that are just individual finds. I don't think you can change the color of those. But like hats and masks that come with outfits, you can change the color of those.
Man, dude, they give you so many options. Like, they honestly didn't even have to go this far with all these masks and hats, and they didn't have to do shit. They could have just fucking, here, you can kill people. Enjoy.
Right.
But they went there. Yeah, look at that. I had no idea I had this hat. Man, this is fucking sick, dude. Yeah, and if we could all link up together, you know, if this was some sort of multiplayer, oh my god, bro, just riding our horses into battle.
Dude, if they made a game, another samurai game like this, where you can create your own character, I'd be done. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, they already nailed the fighting.
The ultimate samurai game.
Man, I'm glad they didn't do it like For Honor. You know how like you had to swipe a certain way with the stick and all that shit. Like,
yeah,
dude,
I wasn't
they
a big
really
fan of
make
that
it. Yeah, like I played it, you know, once or twice. I liked the graphics, you know, stuff like that. But it was never a game that I played, you know, just for the sake of playing it. I played. I think Zombie was on. And I was just talking to him. But
I think collectively I put in about 20 minutes into that game.
like just enough to get through the
For
to
Honor.
pick a character and then get through the first, you know, cutscene moment, you know.
I went in on that game. It was pretty.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, you were sending me videos. You flipping out of people's ways and shit.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Like I got into it for a bit, and then I don't know, just fell off of it. Because eventually, sometimes some things were like became trashed, and then a lot of balancing, rebalancing, and then everything. When I last played, it was good. I still had the business, but there was just lots of. The game's great now. I mean, it's pretty. If you have a team of dudes ready to throw down with other dudes, and they have a whole siege thing going on, like the game's concept is pretty dope. Yeah, my best highlight in that game though was like, I think I was throwing down with like eight people, 8 players, and I was fucking them up with my Viking guy. I threw down with 4 people with the Shinobi though. That was pretty dope. Another player came up to me with the Shinobi, and I dodged out the way, and I kicked his ass off the ledge, and I threw down with 2 heavy guys. I was messing those guys up too. The game was fun. But I don't know. I'm more drawn to games that have that mechanic.
Yeah.
But are open world. You know, that I could play with my friends instead of against everybody. I like the option to fight a co-op thing. But I know they released the co-op thing, because I know that you don't have to play the game with people, you can play with bots too.
Even that gets boring after a while, though.
Of course, dude.
Wasn't the plan, G. There's no time to fight. We need to get to that boat.
I thought it was dope though, because I started playing the game. I had played the game with Wanda. You can do a fucking story together, and it's actually it actually engages you. There was a moment where before I started playing Wanda, I played with Damien, and oh baby, remember 15 minutes, 10 to 15.
Dude, I'm running down this beach just assassinating people. We're trying to run to the boat.
Nah, besides, they don't park up in front of that place like crazy like that. Like people, I mean, from the last time that we went, and the last time I went, was Ramses. There wasn't like crazy ass people in front. And a rat.
Damn it! I was trying to assassinate these fuckers.
Dude, doing chain assassinations is so satisfying.
Yeah, I just started being able to do that. Like whenever I jump from above someone, it gives me that option, but I always forget to fucking press triangle.
Yeah, I get so used to just hitting square. And
Yeah.
I missed the chain assassination.
Yeah, I missed maybe 2 or 3 of them a second ago. Oh no! So close.
Bathroom? What'd I tell you? What did I tell you?
Fucking archers, man. Oh my god. Dude, this feels so fucking good, man. Oh no.
But yeah, I'm just wood. Yeah, no, I did. I'm still here though. Are you calling me Papa Relleno?
No, I was calling it
Seabass.
some fucking manatee. Syphilis. Yeah, syphilis. There you go. You should call yourself self-syphilis.
I'll be right back, guys.
Herpes syphilitis.
Sometimes I like to call him Sebastard.
Seems like it
That's
fits.
why.
Is this your friend? Are these the people you're playing with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, naughty fact.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Give me a second, hold on.
So rude. Alright, we're getting on this boat. No more dicking around.
We need to move quickly. Take an oar.
should have told me earlier.
I'm just saying. Okay, fuck. I'll go fuck myself then. Yeah. Don't worry, bro.
I feel like I'm watching a fucking corny ass YouTube video.
Going around the corner. You said next. What'd you say?
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you see them? You hear them?
Yeah, I said it. It sounds like I'm listening to a corny ass YouTube video, like one of those like Jake Paul music, you know, or fucking like the typical fucking.
You have to move fast.
YouTuber.
I know you're right.
It's just the way they talk. They talk like a little, you know, like frat boy kind of.
Yeah, of course. So you may exit the game, quit. Oh shit, yeah, dude.
Archer's on the next ship. You?
Oh no, I didn't mean to fucking. I wasted all of my fucking katana thing or my whatever those throwing knives. What? Oh man, and your friends can't even pick you up in this game either. That's no bueno, man.
No, but you can
Yeah, you can just not die, you know.
No. No, you get this ability later on that you can revive yourself.
Oh yeah, I've got that on right now. No, fuck you, man. But yeah, I've got that on. Where you have to use 3 of the circle things.
I earned it. It's a gladiator sword, I think.
Hope you kept your blade sharp.
It makes you into a trap.
More Mongols. Take them.
Leader killed. Fucking hell, I hit him once. 7 more kills to the moon stance.
What? Oh shit, that is so right. I'm here waiting like to load like a Goomba. That means I'm, you know, so used to just loading you in, you know. That would be nice.
Alright, reach the next ship. There's a fucking bear in here.
Dun.
I can't fucking see, dude. I'm stuck. I'm in the middle. I'm inside the ship, dude, and I can't fucking see anything.
You know it.
G's Club 300. You already know. You already know this
Floppy.
Unbelievable. Fuck. I'm gonna go hang out with Steph. I just died a bunch of times. I can't see shit. My feet hurt. It's getting already late. But hit me up if you get on tomorrow, guys.
Hold on, yes. I feel you, Lewis. I feel you. Fuck.
Yeah, she hasn't been in the bedroom the whole time, so I feel bad. She's probably trying to sleep in the couch again. She fell asleep out there yesterday.
Tomorrow, my brother.
Alright, guys. See y'all on the
Much
flip
love,
side.
Peace, brother.